Hello Year 6, it's Miss Jobbins here with your Lesson 2 of your Wellbeing Week English presentation planning. We hope that you enjoyed yesterday's lesson and that you went through and answered all of the questions based on the front cover of the text, and you've also had a go at creating your own Sinead Burke mind map, making sure that you use the research skills of yesterday to have a go. And then you've finished your mind map. Now, if you haven't done that and you haven't looked at this to help you base that and then uploaded it to Class Dojo, please pause this video and then come back to this video, which is lesson 2. Make sure that you recap over lesson 1's video. You can skip little bits because it is on YouTube, so you'll be able to skip little bits. But have a go, make sure that you've included everything from this mind map section and then upload it to Class Dojo. Once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, then come back to this video, fast forwarding this little pre-section, and then move on to lesson 2. Please pause the video now if you've not done that. Hello and welcome back. Now, as I just was discussing, I was saying that if you've not yet made your Sinead Burke mind map, that you should have paused the video using this as a support and also the useful websites on the website section to have a go at your mind map. We're now going to move on to lesson 2. So our lesson objective for lesson 2 is to plan a presentation based on a key question. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you might be wondering, what is a key question? A key question is a question that is focused on a particular area or theme, that there's so many questions could come just from that one question. So we've whittled down loads of different presentation question ideas and come up with one overall key question, and that is what you are going to plan today, a presentation based on this well-being key question. But before we get on to explaining that, as you know, we always start with our spelling starter. Now today, we are going to be writing a super sentence for each of these common exception year 5 and 6 words. Now yesterday in the teaching point, we went through each of these words: existence, explanation, familiar, foreign, frequently, and government. As I said yesterday, if you did not, or you didn't have a go and you're not sure what each of these words mean, or maybe one or two of them, make sure, just like your tier 2 words, you pause, you come back, you go and have a go at estimating what they might mean. Then you have a go at looking them up inside a dictionary, and then you have a go at putting them in a sentence, and then you can come back to this spelling starter. So, ladies and gentlemen, for your teaching and learning session, so your teaching point today, if you don't know what these words mean, then pause, estimate what you think they might mean, look them up in a dictionary, and then put them into some sentences. Pause this video now if you're not sure about any of these words. Hello and welcome back. Now you should have had a go at writing down each of the definitions for these words in your own version, then getting a dictionary and defining them and then putting them into a sentence. If you have done that, or you know what all of these words mean, then you need to, as I've said, write each of these down in a super sentence. And then perhaps, can you challenge yourself by adding some adjectives or conjunctions? Can you use a forest or trick or three to make them really exciting? Just like we always ask, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that when you are doing your spellings, you upload them with the rest of your learning. So please make sure that once you've had a go at these, you keep these for your uploading of today's task to Class Dojo. So as we know today, we're going to be planning a presentation based on a key question. So today, we'd like you to read or listen to chapter 1 of Break the Mold by Sinead Burke, and then answer the following questions. Please make sure that when you're answering these questions, you are using your Vipers, which I went through in detail yesterday, and you're also using your P. Now, for those of you who are not sure where you can find chapter 1, I'll show you here on the website. You can see here if you scroll down, on the English part of the website, sorry. If you have a look, you can then see, once, as you all know, mine likes to be very, very slow. You can see here that you've got your slides and your teaching points. You've then got this subsection here which says Spring 1, Week 5, Wellbeing Presentation, Break the Mold, Chapter 1. You can either watch me reading it, and please do not comment, or you can click here once it's loaded. Here we go. on this PDF and read the first chapter to yourself. That's absolutely fine as well. So I'm just going to make sure this presentation loads. So what we're asking you, ladies and gentlemen, is to listen to me reading the chapter or to read it yourself and then have a go at answering each of these questions, remembering to use your Viper skills to support you. So if you can't remember them, recap on the lesson one. And then also using your P, your point, evidence, and explanation to support your answers. We would like you to justify your reasoning. So that means justify your ideas and make sure that, ladies and gentlemen, you are writing in year 6 full sentences. You have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 questions. And we'd like to see 10 superb sentences or a few sentences for each of them. Please make sure that you pause this video and have a go at these questions. Again, finally, as I said, using your Vipers and your P, and then you come back to this slide. Wishing you the best of luck, and please remember, or this teaching point I should say, please remember that if you do have any questions or you need any support in any of these questions, do not hesitate to get in contact with your class teacher for that week. We'll be more than happy to help you in any way that we can. Good luck, pause this video and come back to me and I'll explain your next task. Bye! Hello and welcome back. You should have had a go now at these 10 questions based on the story of Break the Mold by Sinead Burke. You should have either watched my video of me reading chapter 1 or you could have been able to click on the PDF and watch it yourself. You should have also remembered to write in full year 6 sentences using that technical up-leveled vocabulary and making sure your sentence structure is very clear and you're doing proper full sentences. You also should have included elements of your Vipers and your P. Well done to those of you who've done that, and please don't forget to upload those to Class Dojo. One of our extra challenges, as you might have seen on my reading, was to learn sign language, the spelling of dreams. So we'd love to see you also having a go at this, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe you'd like to film yourself, or you could take stop motion pictures and also upload that to Class Dojo today. Please pause the video, have a practice and perhaps film yourself. It would be lovely to see you. Good luck. Hello and welcome back. You should have all had a go at having a go at this sign language of dreams, as it was mentioned in my video that I uploaded to the pupil portal, or you might have had a go at reading chapter 1 by yourself. So the second part of our lesson today is your key question. As I mentioned at the start of this presentation, or the start of this PowerPoint, you will be creating a presentation based on this key question. And your key question, ladies and gentlemen, is who do you want to be and how will you achieve it? By the word achieve, that means how will you make sure that you are able to do it? How are you going to make sure that you can become it? Achieving means to be able to access something and do it and succeed in it and do well. So your task for this week is all about you and this key question here. We would like you to plan, edit and improve, and then present your own key answer to the key question here. Who do you want to be and how will you achieve it? So it's all thinking about yourself, your own mental well-being, your own skill set, how you're going to develop as a person as the days go by. And you're going to be thinking about along the lines of your dreams. Okay, just like Sinead Burke did in her own book. So you can present your answer to this question with reasoning and justification, as I explained with your Vipers and P and our Year 6 expectations. That's the long sentences, including grammar and punctuation, and making sure that we're really being reflective about our answers, Year 6, in the following way. So you could create a persuasive, powerful speech on what you would like to be and how you will achieve it. You could even create a song. You could create a poem, a letter, a PowerPoint presentation, a presentation perhaps maybe that you stand up and you present to camera, or any other imaginative and creative manner. So you need to research the chosen area that you're going to present your work in, and then you need to start to plan your ideas around it. As I always say, the more work you do now, the less you'll have to do in lesson 3 and 4. So we would like you at the end of the week, so lesson 4, to film yourself presenting or reading your answer to this key question, so your presentation, and upload it to your Class Dojo portfolio. So that means this week you won't need to be doing any extended writing. Instead, you're going to plan, create, film, and upload a video of you answering this question in as much detail as possible. We want to remind you that these pieces of English work need to be at the same standard of all your other English writing you've produced so far. So as I previously said, making sure you've got all the grammar in there, making sure that you're presenting it brilliantly, making sure that you've really thought about your answers. These, ladies and gentlemen, should be about 4 or 5 minutes long, perhaps, maybe 3, 4 or 5 minutes long. You really want to get across who you want to be when you're older and how you'll achieve this. It could be absolutely anything. It's all about you. So you need to make sure that you are working hard, focusing, being reflective, and justifying. That means providing evidence. That you're P'ing your work. Okay, you will need to do some research. You're going to need to plan. You're going to need to edit and improve your work throughout this whole session and the next 2 sessions. You're then going to need to practice presenting your work, and then you're going to need to refine it. So that means where you look at it and you say, okay, this works really well, this doesn't particularly work very well, this is what I'm going to redo again before you are ready to film. So you need to imagine that we, your class teachers who you're going to be presenting to, we're going to be your target audience, are the dragons on Dragon's Den, and you are going to be presenting to us an answer to this key question. So, as I said today, you are going to be planning, devising, and thinking about the key question and what method you are going to present your answer in. Today is all about planning. So, you're going to be editing and changing and improving this over sort of tomorrow's lesson and then refining it on Thursday. But remember, the more work, time, and effort you put into your work now, the less you'll have to do tomorrow and Thursday. So today's session, we'd like you to go through each of these questions and answer these alongside the key question here. So I'd recommend those of you who are listening to this teaching point, amazing job, and thank you so much for following your daily instructions. I would first brainstorm, perhaps maybe like a mind map here, or maybe write some basic note form answers to this question. And then you need to decide and reflect and answer in full sentences the following questions here. So you've got like a basis and then you answer all of these questions. You can watch some useful videos such as Kid President here to support you. So really think about what method are you going to present your work in, your introduction. What do you want to be perhaps when you're older? What about your family, your job, your future? Where do you want to live? All of those key things that make your future and you as a grown-up. You need to also think about these dreams. Like, what dreams do you have in the future? Why are they so important? Why do you have these dreams? Are they based on dreams that your parents have made or you've made or your carers have given you? Or are they based on maybe things you've watched on TV or films? Or maybe a book you've read that you want to be just like that. Have a think and reflect on them. Provide evidence and explanations behind all of them. As well as that, how will you achieve? That means, like I said, how will you reach these goals and these dreams? Think about, will it be learning? Will it be meeting new people? Will it traveling abroad? Will it be, think about the qualities. So that's like the the personality and the type of things you're going to need to do to achieve these. Are you going to need to be kind? Are you going to need to be hardworking or focused or persistent or loyal or brave or determined? All of these key words as well, perhaps making a key word bank to support you. Once you've had a go at that, please can we remind you that, as always, we provide you with some useful videos to support your learning. These are really important in helping you when you're reaching dreams and goals. You can use SMART goals. So you can use maybe some of these to help you with your answers, and also make sure that you have a go at some of these, particularly these BBC Teach ones. They'll really help you with answering some of these questions, ladies and gentlemen. So as always, if you do have any questions, we are here to support you, and we really are looking forward to your detailed, reflective and justified answers to these questions. And like we said, always have a look at the videos as well, because they're going to tell you some answers if you're stuck. Now, as I always say, if you are stuck, we are here to help, and we'd be happy to help you as well. But we hope you have fun and you're reflective and you really think about these, and you have an absolutely wonderful day. And we'll speak soon and have a great session. Bye.